Good evening, folks, and welcome. This is the class on Strategic Technology Management for the MBA students. I am Professor Raza Mir, and I just thought since we are talking about technology, I'll use a little bit of technology. This is a small handheld flip camera that I'm using. I have placed it on a stack of books, and I'm sitting there in front trying to give a very short lecture. I promise you that this is the only time during the course of the semester that I will make you listen to me and watch my entire face on a video clip. I plan to upload this video clip on YouTube. Let's see how that works. Just wanted to spend a little bit of time setting up the course. Now, as far as this course is concerned, there are two sets of readings that I want you to do. There's a core set of readings and a peripheral set of readings. Now, the core set of readings, in my mind, is the 9 papers that you are all going to read. Now, each one of you is going to read one of those papers in great detail. The other 8, you have the option of either reading or not reading. But since each one of you will be doing your presentations, I plan to upload those presentations on the Blackboard site, and what we'll do is then you can either skim through the other 8 papers, the ones that you didn't read, or read them. I would strongly recommend, because I have chosen the papers with great care. But at the very least, you'll be able to see how your classmates have summarized the papers that you didn't read. Now, technology is very important because technology facilitates organizational activity in all ways. And one of the most important things that I want to say is that technology is making organizations achieve the sizes that they have. Consider an organization like Walmart, $450 billion roughly annual revenue. The only reason it's able to achieve that is because of technology, both in terms of technological monitoring of its organizational control systems and also in the technological coordination of its manufacturing and sales and revenue collection activities. Now, many times, one of the mistakes that we make is that we confuse technology with information technology. Now, in this class too, our focus will overwhelmingly be on information technology, but I want you to know that technology is much more than that. I'm sure you know that, and it's just important for me as a professor to say that. Technology, when you think of technology management, one of the most important things that you have to understand is the history of technology itself. And one of the things I want you to consider is the notion of the Kondratiev. The Kondratiev, I'll spell it, Kondratiev, is a term that is a proper noun, which is a person's name. Kondratiev was a famous Russian social scientist. But over time, it has come to mean an epoch, a period of time, typically 50 years long, where technological change goes from one phase to another. Those phases are called the Kondratiev. So Kondratiev proposed that the first wave, which we now call the first Kondratiev, happened in the early, from 1770 to 1820. And this is where the Industrial Revolution started. So the early mechanization is the first Kondratiev. The second Kondratiev, going from 1820 to say 1870, is where steam power and railways, these were the two major drivers of the second Kondratiev. The third Kondratiev happens between about 1880 and the turn of the 20th century, 1920 or so, where we move into the electrical and heavy engineering phase. The fourth Kondratiev, starting from the 1920s to say the 1970s, and this is the first time the locus of the Kondratiev moves from Europe into North America and the United States, is where Fordist mass production takes center stage. And it is believed that we are living in the fifth Kondratiev, started around the 1980s or 90s and going on, which is the information and the communication technology Kondratiev. And so part of it is also entering the digital realm. Now, what has technology done that is very significant? Technology has operated on 2 dimensions, time and space. In terms of space, it has shrunk space. So now We are living in an era of globalization. I'm wearing a shirt that was made in Bangladesh. I'm talking to a student who is probably gone on vacation to Italy. Hi Frank. And so space has shrunk, and similarly time has also shrunk, in the sense that we watch live telecasts of events that are happening a world away, and products are faster from conception to marketing. And so space and time have both of course been shrunk by technology. Some of the important technologies that I want you to consider: the first one is transportation technology. From the horse and buggy era right now to the era of the cargo plane, the containerization, and so on and so forth. The mass-scale movement of goods and services across the world is being conducted by transportation technology. The second thing, not exactly related to information technology, is the transmission channels, which is optical fiber technology, the transmission of data, the use of satellites, telecom technology basically. And related to that, increasingly in today's world, the technology of mobile telephony. So now we have the cell phones and the smartphones that make technology possible. There is of course the internet, which I don't want to stress because you know very well that information technology is the dominant technological paradigm of our generation. But I also want to focus on manufacturing technology, which is the technology of computer-aided design, computer-integrated manufacture, and so on and so forth. At a social level, the absence of technology in a society creates tremendous barriers to the progress of that society, which is what we refer to as the digital divide. I would like you to pay some attention to that and focus on what the digital divide means for different parts of the world and poorer people in the same part of the world as well. It's a very, very economic and unequal formulation of technology in society. And so that is how I would like to begin with the introduction. I look forward to a very interesting semester. I want to stress that much of the learning will happen in the discussion boards. I look forward to listening to your, reading your discussions on the discussion boards. Please be very generous in your participation. Please try to make this a joint learning experience. You are teaching me, I am teaching you, and we are all teaching each other. And the more we participate, the better we will do in this course. It's a very short semester, and I really look forward to it.